Okay, hi. Before anyone asks, my name is Yingzi, or Ying, you can call me Ying. You pronounce my channel, y.yingzi, not y, period. Not y period Yingzi. Dear God, please don't call me that. I go by she, her, and as a child raised by the internet, well, not raised, as a child who's spent most of their adolescence on the internet, I engaged in quite a few fandoms. Yeah. By the way, if you hear like weird spikes in this recording, it is not you, I promise, it is me. I'm using my phone as a microphone because I don't have an actual microphone anymore. So I'm very sorry. So, fandoms. If you don't know what a fandom is, it's basically a group of people, mostly a very large group of people, who come together onto the internet and talk about their favorite media. And when they have it in common, that's when it's called a fandom. Good examples of these are like the Steven Universe fandom, which I was a part of, the Undertale fandom, which I never got into for some reason, musical fandoms, I was definitely a part of that. K-pop is considered a fandom, as with anime. I have a list of all of the, well, not all of the fandoms, but basically I'm going to be talking about the fandoms that I was a part of that centered around fictional people, so stuff like the Arcana, Detroit Become Human, Steven Universe, yeah. But I'm not going to be talking about my real life fandoms because I don't have much to say about them. Okay, so to start with, we have, drumroll please, Five Nights at Freddy's, back 2014. Yeah, that was I consider that my first fandom. Yeah, I consider that my first fandom. By the way, I think you can guess why I was a part of the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom in 2014.
Go away! Nobody likes you!
So, I brought this Chica, this cutout of Chica when she jump scares you. I brought this cutout of Chica and I cut it out and I brought it to school. Mind you, I was in like grade 5 at this time. I brought it to school and one of my classmates was like, "Yo, that's Chica," and I was like, "Oh my god, you like Five Nights at Freddy's, let's be friends." So it was a group of these like 3 boys who were into Five Nights at Freddy's and also the Hunger Games, excuse me. So we would play this weird playground version of Five Nights at Freddy's where one of us would be the guard, 3 would be Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy. I don't remember the rules, but basically if the guy who was playing the guard said door up and then we'd say battery blah blah blah, then that's how it worked. It was really it was a strange game to recreate on the playground because of all the like computer-based stuff that it needs to go through. Like, what if it's the start of the game and the guy says door up and we say power 15%? I wasn't in the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom for very long. I was only in it for most of 2014 and then a little bit of 2015. I kind of fell off the Five Nights at Freddy's hype train after Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Not to say that the games afterwards were really bad, it's just that they didn't interest me anymore. But over the past few days, I've been rewatching a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's videos, trying to sort out the lore that my 10-year-old brain couldn't absorb. But yeah, I consider Five Nights at Freddy's a cultural reset. I said it. No, but I was really attracted to the horror aspect and the creepy animatronics and how they would scare you with jump scares. My favorite character was Chica, obviously, because I brought a cutout of her to school, so... Yeah, I'm gonna rate the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom a 3.5 out of 5 because while I wasn't able to experience the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom to its fullest, I still look back on my time as a wee child getting jump scared by Bonnie and Freddy and Chica and all the other plethora of characters. Dear God, there's so many. I look back on those memories very fondly. So, Five Nights at Freddy's, 3.5 out of 5. I was about to say 10. 5. Okay, next fandom is musicals. Oh god. So, this was around 2016 and 2017, and I guess 2015. So, if you were around in the musical fandom, or at least you were into, like, you know what I mean, the kind of vanilla musicals that really attracts to teenagers because they're really popular. You know, like Heathers, Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen. Yeah, those. Oh, Be More Chill. I keep forgetting about Be More Chill. I never got into Be More Chill. So, if you were into any of those fandoms at the time, you may remember this artist that used to go by Cryptid Worm. I don't know if they go by it anymore. But they don't make animatics anymore, and I think all of their animatics have been unlisted or deleted. But they were a really big thing back in my day. I remember their Candy Store animatic really popping off at around, I think it was 1 million views? Yeah. I think they just got a lot of views from that animatic, and it really got me into digital art. And I'd say animation, but not really. So, it also really got me into musicals. They drew a lot of Hamilton fan art and animatics. They also drew a lot of Heathers and Heathers animatics and, you know, fan art. I remember I was such a rabid fan that I had a Tumblr account at this time. One last thing, I'm so sorry. But if you're about to ask, like, did I know about the Thomas Jefferson, Miku Binder, furry, bisexual icon? I didn't, because I don't know when that happened. I kind of recognized the artists. But anyway, no, I didn't know anything. I didn't know that drama even existed until like 2020. And I was looking at art drama and I was like, oh god, oh no. I still don't know like the full information of it. I just know he had like a Miku binder and was a furry. But yeah. I got into a musical. I wouldn't say like I'm back in the musical fandom because I'm not, but I got back into a musical called Six, which I'm pretty sure you know about. I think I'm gonna make an animatic of that someday when online classes stop being means. Stop being mean. Yeah, so expect a 6 animatic sometime soon if I feel like it, or if I don't die first. Yeah. So I'm going to rate my experience in the musical fandom as I'm gonna rate it at 2.5 because I didn't feel as much. No. Actually, wait. No. I'm gonna rate it a 3. Because, again, I didn't get much into the fandom. I didn't interact with too many people, but, you know, I still look back on it with fond memories. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I got into drawing. Thank you, Cryptid Worm. I don't know if you go by that name anymore, but thank you for inspiring me. They're a great artist. I'll try to find their, like, Twitter or Instagram. Do they have an Instagram? Okay, you know what, whatever. I need to move on. Okay, next fandom. Oh, The Walking Dead. I was into this fandom from 2016 to 2019. Or was it 18? When did The Walking Dead end? The Walking Dead game, by the way, not the show. Dear God, not the show. 2018. Okay, so my bad. It was ended in 2018. So, I wasn't old enough to be in this fandom when the first game came out, which was 2012. It's because I was still very young and not allowed to have anything or any technology. I was 9. I didn't have a computer yet. I was into the Walking Dead fandom around when The Walking Dead Season 3, actually before The Walking Dead Season 3 came out, but after The Walking Dead Season 2 came out. And I really liked the game, I really did. My brother used to watch The Walking Dead, the show, and it really got me into like zombie horror and zombies in general. And I'm really drawn to story-like games. I'm not really into the whole shooty, what are they called? First-person shooter! Oh my god. I'm so sorry, I think I just offended so many gamers out there. Anyway, yeah, I'm not into first-person shooters that much. I'm more into story-driven games, so you won't catch me playing Overwatch or CSGO, but you will catch me crying like 10 years later over how Clementine had to shoot Lee. When The Walking Dead Season 3 came out, I was very disappointed. Even as like a 12-year-old, or was I 13? I was very disappointed about how The Walking Dead Season 3 came out. Because, if you haven't seen The Walking Dead Season 3, I mean, it's been a few years, but not that much. Just watch Clementine's cutscenes, and you'll be fine. What was I talking about? Walking Dead Season 3. Oh god, it was awful. I don't like how they shifted the perspective from Clementine to this character that we don't know and don't care about. I don't like their illusion of choice. So I don't like how, if they made the story more fleshed out between Jane or Kenny, I would have appreciated that way more than whatever mess Season 3 was. I really hate The Walking Dead Season 3. I just like to pretend it doesn't exist sometimes. I don't hate it as much as The Last of Us 2, because, oh god, that was such a big disappointment. I could go on and on about how disappointed I was. Back on track, I drew a lot of The Walking Dead fan art on my old Instagram page, and it got a lot of likes. I also, by the way, this was around the time that The Walking Dead Season 4 came out, so they were wrapping the game up. So I drew a lot of fan art that I'm not that proud of anymore, because to me it looks too saturated and like a lot. But I'll post some pictures on the screen now of the fan art I used to do. I was planning to make like a whole dating sim about where you get to romance either Clementine, Lewis, or Violet, but I got lazy and busy, so I didn't. But it was a cool concept. Maybe I'll go back and make it one day, or maybe I won't because I'll get copyrighted. Okay, The Walking Dead fandom. I'm going to rate it a 4 out of 5. Once again, I'm talking about the game, not the series. I don't care about the series. I heard it's not that good anymore, so yeah. Walking Dead gets a 4 out of 5. Okay, next fandom is Detroit Become Human in 2018. Okay, Detroit Become Human is a 2018 adventure game developed by Quantic Dream. Okay, so it basically follows these 3 characters named Connor, Kara, and Marcus, and it's set in a futuristic world where they've taken over like jobs. For example, Kara and Marcus were previously house help androids, and Connor is a detective android. I watched the pre-release stuff with Connor's opening scene. I'm pretty sure I did. And I watched it and I was like, oh my god, the graphics are so realistic. It's like you're in an interactive movie. And as I said before, I'm really attracted to choice games. Games where you make choices. And so when I heard that Detroit Become Human had a lot of endings and a lot of like paths that you could take, I was like, oh my god. So I watched a bunch of gameplay and I was like, I love this game. I love it so much. Yeah, I also, as a maturing teenager. Well, I was 15. I was in my mid-teens. I still am in my mid-teens if you don't think about it that hard. What else can I say about it? Obviously, its graphics are spectacular. I love it so much. My favorite character, oh god, my favorite character is actually Luther. You know Luther. I get really sad whenever he dies because if you're not careful, he can die like a lot. But I love Luther so much. I have such a big soft spot for kind of characters, like big softies. Like you think they're intimidating, but they're actually really soft. So I was a part of a Detroit Become Human server, and I was able to talk about, oh my god, Detroit Become Human is, I think, the first fandom I ever made a OC for. Once again, I'll try to put photos of her on the screen, but what was her name? Maya. I think her name was Maya. I forgot her last name, but her name is Maya. She was a robotic. She was an android engineer working for CyberLife, the company that makes androids, and she was specifically assigned to watch over Connor because he is a test android, and I just made her like just as an excuse to ship myself with Connor. Maya was a self-insert. Oh god, oh no. Oh, everybody in the Detroit Become Human Discord was very lovely. They were very sweet to me. I also saw a copy of it at Toy Kingdom. Toy Kingdom is like a toy store here in the Philippines. I saw a copy of it and I literally screamed. Well, not that loud, but my friend was like, what the hell, why are you screaming? And I was just staring at this copy of Detroit Become Human, but I can't play it because my computer can't even handle, what was it, Totally Accurate Battlegrounds, I think it's called. Yeah, it can barely handle that. I have a pretty bad computer. The developer has some issues. I don't like him, but you know, I'm gonna read the 4.5 out of 5 just because of the director. Okay, Detroit Become Human gets a 4.5 out of 5. Steven Universe and the Arcana. Okay, I'm gonna go with Steven Universe first because I got into it first. This is gonna be very brief because I became a part of the Steven Universe fandom really late. I was a part of it when the movie came out and I listened to other friends. Before that, I kind of just looked at the Steven Universe and went, it doesn't look like something I'd get into. But after I watched the movie, because in my opinion you don't really need to understand the movie too much, well you do, and I related a lot to Spinel, and I heard of Pink Diamond's backstory, and I decided to rewatch a bunch of Steven Universe, and I was like, this is what I've been missing out on. How long has Steven Universe been going on? Like, of course the show isn't completely perfect, it has its flaws, like its animation, sometimes its story. I still think Steven Universe was a cultural reset now. It was a good step in the right direction for animation and children's cartoons, especially with its normalization of same-sex relationships, its conversation about codependency, single parenting, dealing with loss. I just think it's a great show. It's not perfect, but once again, I didn't interact too much with the fandom. I mostly drew fan art, and then people found it and they were like, oh my god, that looks so cool. And they liked it, and I was really happy. The Steven Universe fandom has been said to be kind of toxic, or like pretty toxic, depending on who you ask. Okay, anyway, Steven Universe fandom from my perspective gets a 2.5 out of 5. I had some good times, but since I was in the fandom really late, I didn't get to experience much. So, last fandom. The Arcana. Yeah, I'm really into the Arcana nowadays. So, the Arcana, if I haven't mentioned it yet, is a mobile dating simulator. I think they're called Atomic Games. That is about a magical world called Vesuvia, and you have to solve the mystery about why the Count's dead. And you basically have to find the mystery of why he's dead. So once you finish the prologue, you basically get to choose route that you go down. And by the way, I'm not gonna spoil anything from the Arcana or any of the roots because I personally am not done with all of the roots. I haven't played Nadia's or Lucio's. Is that how you pronounce his name? Yeah. I haven't played the roots yet. Nadia's is finished, Lucio's isn't. So I'm not, there's no spoilers. I'm not gonna give any spoilers for any of the characters' roots. Okay. So I was really attracted to Portia because I thought she was really pretty during the prologue, and I played her route and I was really in love with her energy and like how cute she was, and I was like, oh my god, I am in love with you. And then I played Julian's route. Now, I thought Julian, like based on appearance, because he looks very edgy. Yeah, I can say that. He looks very edgy in his appearance, and I was thinking like, oh god, is this gonna be one of those edgy characters that's like, don't talk to me, I'm too good, you're too good for me, and oh my god, fine, he looks good, he's Portia's brother, you know what, whatever. So I played his route, and oh no, I think I'm catching feelings. And I love his route. I love the ending. I got the upright ending, thank god. Yeah, I really love his character development. Especially, that's the thing with the Arcana. It chooses what makes the character grow instead of what they want to hear. So, for example, with Julian, this isn't really a spoiler. You know this when like you first meet him, or like when you go down his route. It's like in his first chapter. Julian is has a martyr complex. He has a martyr complex, and you have to encourage him to get out of it in order to get the good ending. But if you encourage it, you get the bad ending. So I think that's really cool. And another thing with the Arcana is that as someone who has played mobile romance games, I cannot tell you how annoying it is when to get the good ending you have to go through a paywall. And the Arcana doesn't do that. They specifically mention, hey, you don't need to pay for anything, you don't need to pay for any exclusive scenes to get the good ending. It's just like a bonus if you want like pictures and more interaction, like written interaction with you and your love interest. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So I really love the Arcana. Currently I am in 2 Arcana Discord servers. Yeah, and I'm just having so much fun, and I am excited to see my baby Portia get her endings, I hope. And of course Muriel, because I love him. I'm not so sure about Lucio, whatever. I'm not sure about the goat man, because I kind of hate his guts, but I'll give him a chance after I finish Nadia's route. If you got to the end of this video, thank you! Oh god. Oh wait, I should probably say something about the art. So a little quick thing about the art. It was Muriel's birthday yesterday, and I missed it because I was busy doing online school, and I decided to compensate for it by drawing him in the strawberry dress, because I saw this fan art of him in the strawberry dress and I was like, oh, it's so cute. So I drew him in the strawberry dress, and the girl in purple, or the girl with purple hair, sorry, is my Arcana MC, Mary Malaya. She's probably the most well-written OC that I've ever created, and I love her to death, and I just love the Arcana fandom so much. And yeah, I guess that's it for me for now. Maybe subscribe if you want to, like, see more stuff from me. I'm kind of new, I don't really upload stuff on YouTube, like, ever, but maybe subscribe, maybe ring the bell, whatever. Comment what kind of fandom you're in, or like what fandom you're in, or what fandom do you love being in. And yeah, how do I end this? Check out my Instagram below and other links, and yeah, that's it. Bye!